We just saw Do You Believe, and on this show I take my friends, we go see a movie, we review it in the car, and then we have a discussion. The review part is spoiler free, so if you're on the fence and looking for a recommendation, you can watch this video and find out what we thought, whether we recommend it spoiler free. And if you've already seen the movie or just want to know everything and don't care about plot spoilers, you can watch the discussion video. This is not a sequel, but it's by the same people that made God's Not Dead, and it's sort of an interweaving story where it kind of sets it up where there's 12 people that you're going to follow through the movie, and at the end they end up intersecting with one another's lives in different ways. To compare it to God's Not Dead, like, it's so much more subtle and not as abrasive as God's Not Dead was, where you can see what it's doing, you can see where its intentions are, and the story that it's trying to tell and the message it's trying to get across. And I think for that it does a lot better job. It's not trying to do something that it does what it sets out to do. It asks the question, do you believe? And it presents you with a number of different ideas and a number of different characters and situations of people whose faith are tested and who don't have belief and are shown, some sort of path toward that. As far as who I would recommend it to, I mean, if you like Christian movies, you'll probably enjoy it. If you are looking for something that's, fairly, it's fairly easy to follow. Because there's so many characters, they don't all have very deep, developed, intense stories, but all the characters have something to them. So, if you took any character out of it, they'd probably have like a 5 or 10 minute story to make up the movie. But overall, it works. It works okay. It wasn't my favorite. It's not something that I would go out and see normally, but we reviewed it for the show, and it was fine. I had a really hard time with God's Not Dead. I was kind of dreading this being a lot of the same, and really it wasn't. It was a perfectly fine dramedy with, faith, religion, faith stuff. So,
do this one. There's nobody in there. She's.
Go ahead. What'd you think?
I didn't see God's Not Dead. This, I went in with no expectations whatsoever. I assumed, by the fact that it's a Christian movie, that they were going to beat us over the head with it. And to a point, yes, they did. But at least they did it in a decent movie. It was a movie that I enjoyed. The characters were decent. Some of them got more time than others. Was it something that I would have gone and seen just because I wanted to? No, probably not. I saw it and I was like, sure, let's go see that. I would probably recommend it to people who want a Christian movie. It's not something that I would recommend to anybody that just wants to pick up a movie. I found it good. Will other people? Maybe not.
You have to know what you're getting into.
Yeah, I recommend definitely going and seeing the trailer, not just picking this one randomly out of a lineup. But it wasn't offensive. There were some parts that were laughable, but all in all, I enjoyed it. So I'd say, if you like this type of movie, definitely give it a shot.
Yeah, I agree. So if you're into that, if you're into Christian movies, and you want to watch something that's, again, it's there's interesting plotting. It gets a little bit soap opera-ish, but that's not necessarily a bad thing in a movie with this many characters, and it's a 80-minute movie. Yeah, go check it out. And if you want to see more of what we thought, if you're interested in hearing about different parts of the plot or other things that we thought about, watch the spoiler version, the discussion video. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.